Good afternoon. We're going to wait for anybody else to get some. 1 second. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh my goodness. Look at those nails. Look at those nails. Look at their hair. Honey, honey, honey. I've been having a time over here. A time. Hear me? A time. I'm not even going to try to hide my nails. This is it. One popped off the other day, and once one pops off, you might as well hang it up. Like, three popped off this morning, and then I just started taking them off. Like, forget it, you know? What can I do? Anyway, my name is Elena Kingethi. I am the proud owner and CEO of EK Management and Associates, located right here in Raytown, Missouri, suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What am I excited about? I am excited because I can get on YouTube and I can journal my story and I can tell my life on YouTube in front of, I have like 6,000 subscribers now. I think that's good. I don't know. I always look it up. I'm like, is 6,000 subscribers, is that good? Is that bad? You know, I really don't know. But anyway, I'm excited because this really has become therapeutic for me and it's really been helping, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I titled this video and it continues or something like that, and so it continues. Okay, so I did a video a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, and I was really stressed out, just going through a lot here in the office and things like that. I had someone call me and say, Elena, I can't believe you put that video up. That video doesn't seem professional. It doesn't seem business. Da 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 da. You know. And so I looked at it and I took the video down. The reason why I took it down, I was like, well, I don't know. You know, I'm kind of all over the board right now. I'm all over the place right now. This is just not, things aren't going good right now. It's like one thing after another after another. So maybe, you know, I was a little bit too much on the video. I don't know. But after I took the video down, prior to bringing the video up, I had so many email responses and so many replies and things like that to people telling me, you know, good luck and giving just encouraging words. And I really want to say I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate the YouTube following. I appreciate everyone just that is like, just seems to be in my corner or our corner here at EK Management. I just want to say thank you and, you know, let you guys know I appreciate that because you don't have to. You certainly don't have to be. So anyway, this morning, I just wanted to get on, you know, I had told you guys, my company, we do a lot in the business. We do a lot in the industry. We set up new trucking companies, we set up new freight brokerages, we do dispatching training, we do freight broker training, we do truck management training, we do owner operator training, anything that has to do with trucking, we pretty much do, you know. I have my own trucks that I run, as well as we manage trucks for other companies, and then I have the franchise organization that we just opened up, where basically, you know, I have a team of people that are going to be franchising and basically duplicating EK Management in the city that they're in. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. In the midst of a lot going on, a lot of problems and issues arose and issues came up, and issues that I could not stop this past month. It's so crazy. How crazy it is, guys, is that I wrote out at the end of May the accomplishments and the goals for June and what June could look like and this and that, you know. And it's been issue after issue and hit after hit and financial loss after financial loss, relationship after relationship, issue after issue, you know what I'm saying, business wise, and I just I wanted to get on here and I wanted to just kind of do a video asking if there's any questions anybody has about trucking, anything that I can answer for you guys. But to talk about again the hardness of the business, because I get people that want to go in business all the time. So anyway, and everything that we do, I had said I'm going to end the whole management thing of taking care of people's trucks and helping people with their trucks and this and that, and even dispatching, but mainly just doing new setups, doing training, and running my trucks, because it's hard, guys. It's like really, really, really hard. So I had an incident yesterday, and I always talk about, and it's no secret, I talk about I'm a small company, a small business. We're not a multi-million-dollar business or anything like that. This mouth gets me in trouble sometimes, my mouth and my heart, because my heart wants to help and assist, and my mouth says, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. Anywho, so I have a yard. It's about 10 minutes away from where my building is, where my office is. And you guys know I'm like real transparent. So I have a yard. My yard's about 10 minutes away from my office. I've been saying for a year now, I want to get an office that has a yard. I want to move. I need to be next to my trucks. I need to look out the window to see my trucks. I need my maintenance guy right there. When these drivers come in, I need to see them. I need them to be able to come into the office. We need to know what's going on with trucks, because we get so busy, because as I started this video, we do so many things. So I had one of my clients, and he came to pick his truck up. So he goes to the yard to pick the truck up, and hey Vesta. And first of all, let me tell you guys, I just thank God for joy out of everything. You know what I'm saying? So last week I'm on the road because one of my drivers is like, Miss Elena, you got too much going on. You got the DOT on you. You got this going on. You got that going on, and you just don't seem happy like you normally are. And I think you should get on the truck and take a week. It's nothing like the truck that frees your mind. And so anybody who knows me knows I'm spontaneous anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. He's like, I'll be at your house tonight, Miss Elena. And I'm like, okay. So I got my bag, Miss Vesta. I got my suitcase. I got my bag, and I was gone. I text Ashley. I was like, honey, I'm just gonna hit the road. It's no different than if I was out of town for a training. I'm still gonna be working, but I'm just gonna go on the road for a minute, try to clear my head, try to figure out next steps, whatever. I think probably you guys will do better without my negative attitude in the office right about now. I'm just, being honest and being transparent for YouTube. So anyway, I get on the road, and we're on the road, and it was an awesome trip. It was so good for the clearing of my mind. And I did work, I worked and everything. And it was just good for the clearing of my mind. So I get a call, somebody was coming to pick their truck up, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not in town, and they were like, okay, it's cool. The office can handle everything. My office can run without me. They're good, it's a solid office. I get people all the time, my office is the office that and I'm just like, if you went to T-Mobile or call T-Mobile customer service, you got to wait on hold. If you go to Apple store, you know what I'm saying? We have the same issues as a bigger company has. It's on a smaller scale. That's just it. We're a small company. And I always find it amazing, because people who complain or whatever, some kind of way, or we don't do this, we don't do that, some kind of way, God brings them back to us some kind of way, whether it be a year or 2 years or something. They're emailing us, calling us, knocking on the door. Hey, Ashley, can we do this? Can we do that? And every time, we're just like, yeah, we don't care. I mean, it's a part of it, It's hard to find a company in trucking that does what we do, and I understand why. Okay, I got your question, Camaro. Give me a minute and I'll answer it, sweetie. Um, so anyway, I'm like, okay, he's fine. He can come get the truck, da 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 da. So I'm on the road, and I was like right outside Kansas City, but I knew that the load the guy had to drop, so I was like, I'm not gonna be there. And I was living like a ragamuffin for a week on the road, honey. I have never been so relaxed with no makeup on. Like, I'm so serious. I was bathing, of course, but no makeup, no earrings. You know what I'm saying? I just was chilling. Nobody judging me. I didn't have to comb my hair until I did a YouTube video one day. And I was like, let me comb this hair. Let me put some makeup on and do. Nobody was judging me at all. It was just chill. I was on chill mode. My mind was free. I'm about to cry. I know I'm a crybaby. My mind was free and it was beautiful. And, it gave me a different perspective of what I do, a different perspective of what the drivers do, a totally different perspective of things. Yes, Miss Vesta. So relax. It just gives you such a different perspective on everything. I'm there and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's traffic, and I'm always the one on the other end pushing my drivers. You need to get there. Did you get there yet? How far are you? Da-da-da. And I'm sitting in this truck and I'm going up and down mountains. And I'm like, I'm so glad. I don't know what I would do if I was driving this truck and I got somebody with a squeaky voice on the other end pressing me. You need to get there. You need to get there. And these mountains are steep as steep can be on a 2-lane road and traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so intense. I just appreciate drivers and everything that they do. Anywho, so I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Issues going up, issues coming down. Because it's just a lot of issues right now in my company. And so, I get this call, right? I wake up to issues. I go to bed to issues. That's just it. People pay me to solve problems. Sometimes I solve problems, and the problems that I solve become bigger problems than what I thought it would be when I solved it. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. The driver and I, we were arguing the whole time because he's like, Miss Elena, this is where the money is made at. And the driver's the most important person. All y'all do is solve problems. I believe if the problems wasn't solved, you wouldn't have a job. But anyway, so, I get a phone call, and Ashley is like, Miss Elena, we're at the yard, and the client is out here with his truck, and the truck is 8,000 miles more than it should be on it. The truck, it was 8,000 miles, and the truck wasn't clean, like it should have been clean. And I'm looking, I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, it can't be. That truck hasn't moved. How can it be 8,000 miles? How can this be going on? And the truck hasn't even moved. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, the guy, they're like, well, he's here and he's upset and he wants to know what's going on. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. But, my driver, I was like, well, I'm 30 minutes, I'm like, it was more than 30 minutes out at that time. Anyway, so the driver was like, Miss Elaine, we can just drop the trailer. I said, drop the trailer and just take me to the office. Like, I don't care. Just take me to the office. And I told them, tell him I'm on my way. I'm on the road, but I'm going to get there, honey. So thank God for laughter. So we pull up in front of the office. I pull up in front of the office in this big rig truck, because I'm just like, I need to know what's going on. I want this client to talk to me personally because I want him to understand that I don't know why the truck has 8,000 miles on it. I don't know why it's not clean. Like, I just don't know. What I do know is I park my trucks at that yard and I need my own building. That's just what was going through my mind. Like, oh gosh, if it's not one thing, it's another. That's what my grandma used to say, and I'm just like, I'm dealing with this issue. Now I got this issue to deal with, and I don't want him leaving thinking anything, And so anyway, the truck pulls up at the front of the door, and I get out the truck. My hair is all over the place. I'm getting out of this big old diesel truck in the middle of a nice corporate office. Our office is pretty nice. And just looking a hot mess. And I walk in the office, I'm thinking, I'm gonna have time to get myself together or whatever, because we have a shower here in the office. I can brush my hair, comb my hair, put some makeup on. I always have clothes and shoes at the office, change my clothes real quick before he gets back up here. Honey, I must walk in that office with my suitcase and my bag, and he is sitting right there when I hit the door. And when I say my hair was not combed and no makeup on and no earrings, and I was just like, oh my God. And I just was like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is how it is today. I don't normally look like this, but let's go on and do it. And, I'm saying that to say that things happen and you have no clue, no control. Like I told him, I have no idea. My trucks, I keep them at my yard. There are other companies that park at the yard as well. I'm so busy. Like my office is so busy. You know what I'm saying? And this whole DOT thing that came down to 3 weeks, we've been getting everything together. And I'm just being transparent, guys. That's all. And like, okay, I really don't know. I really don't know. That's all I could tell him is I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know who took the truck. I know 8,000 miles, that's about a week of driving. You know what I'm saying? And a truck under my watch, and it's gone for a week. I've been gone for a week. I leave sometimes a week at a time out of town. You know what I'm saying? And we try to keep the trucks organized. We try to keep the drivers organized. It's so hard when everything's not under one roof. And I've been saying it forever. If you guys know an investor or somebody who wants to invest in a little small trucking company with a building under the same roof, then let me know. So I'm saying all that to say, because I want you guys to learn from my lessons, learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have an office meeting on Monday. I've been in the office this morning, like outlining things, getting things organized. This is what we need to do. We have no other choice but to do this. I'm giving people back their trucks. You know what I'm saying? I want to only run my truck. I want to be responsible for my truck, because if something happens and my truck has 8,000 miles over it, I can maybe, take a hit and be like, okay, but now that I have other people playing along with me, which has been like that, I've ran other people's trucks for a few years now, probably about 4 or 5 years. I don't know what happened in this past 3, 4, 5 months, but it just has not been good. It hasn't been a good experience for them. It hasn't been a good experience for for our office. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you have to know what part of your business to cut off and what part of the business to keep. I always say, I'm not going to manage anybody's truck anymore. That's like the hardest thing that we do in this office, is managing other companies, but it's one of those things where nobody in the industry does it, because nobody wants to be bothered with another person's issues and problems. You don't know what it's like running a truck until you run that truck yourself. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? And so, hey, Craig. And so anyway, again, I'm just being transparent, and so he took the truck and everything, which I thank God, because I'm just like, reality sets in. Reality sets in, and it's like the obligations, the responsibilities, the accountabilities, and things like that. And I'm thinking everything is cool. I've never, ever, out of all these years, had somebody come get a truck and the miles wasn't where it was supposed to be. Things wasn't like it was supposed to be. And it just seems like this last 2 months, I don't know if Jesus is speaking to me. I don't know what it is, but honey, all these trucks, like I'm not gonna say all, but we just had a lot of issues, and I know we're handling more business than we can take, if that makes sense. Sometimes too much growth isn't good. We have too many trucks right now than we can manage. Too many trucks to look after, too many drivers to look after. We don't have the staff equipped enough to do it. We don't have the building equipped enough to do it. Let me tell you this, I have a hell of a vision. My vision is something. My vision for the company is beautiful. It's awesome. But vision is one thing if you don't have the behind it. to make the vision go forward. You know what I'm saying? Which again is why I decided to do the franchise organization, because this group of people, I want to help them build, I want to help them build solid, and I want to help them build right. Yes, true, Craig. You got to move at a speed that works for you. That is right. Honey, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Because what I found myself doing is if I sign you up for a new carrier and you go through the training and then you're like, I don't want to manage my truck, Elena. I don't want to handle it. Okay, we'll do it. And then my staff is like, you took on another truck? We got another driver we gotta handle. We got another truck we gotta handle. This and that, you know. And I'm like, okay, it's just one more truck, you know, but not realizing all that it goes into handling that one truck. And don't get me started talking about the finances. You know, I've been in a hard place before financially. It's business. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's ashamed to say that you went through a hard finance in business, you shouldn't. You don't even deserve to be a business owner. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be truthful and tell people, I took a hit here, I took a hit there, I'm broke today, but tomorrow I'm gonna be back up. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve to be a business owner. Like, you're not prestigious enough to be in our group, because our group is a group that says, you know what? I took a hit, honey. And I done took some hard hits right about now. And these L's that I took this last month, I don't ever want to see them again. Not so many at one time. My friend, he was like, you know, when you take so many hits like that, he was like, I just think that God is probably preparing you for something that you can be even stronger in, because it's not doing anything but building your strength and building your might. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Because it's a lot of L's that came. I mean, I guess I've been blessed. Like, I haven't taken a lot, you know, I've taken L's, but like, so many in 1 month, you know, or I would say in the course of 2 months. And I'm talking about thousands of dollars hit. Are the drivers? No, my drivers are okay. Believe it or not, Vesta, I have the best drivers. My drivers are so cool. Like, I'm so serious. My drivers are chill. Like, my drivers believe so much in my company and believe so much in this business that it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. They're like, Miss Elena, we got your back. Whatever you need, Miss Elena, we got your back. This and that. You know, my drivers are cool. I don't have, you know, I'm thankful for my drivers. Really, I'm thankful for them, especially in my learning process of things, and coming from not ever running a trucking company to running a trucking company, not just a trucking company but a fleet of trucks, and coming from the side of the books and the business and not the side of the driver, and learning. Like, I've learned a lot. I've learned to, you know that song, you learn to respect the power of love? Anybody ever heard of that? But I've learned to respect the power of a good driver. You get a good driver, you take care of that driver. I can only tell you from experience, from not taking care of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be honest. From not taking care of them, from not, you know, seeing things the driver's viewpoint, from always thinking the driver's just whining, crying, and complaining. You know what I'm saying? But honey, when you get a bad driver, you realize and you count your blessings for that good driver. You know, you get a bad driver, you be like, damn. Why? You get that good driver back, you like, I'm gonna take care of you. You're not gonna have to worry about nothing, you know. And that's what I, you know, tell my drivers, you know, I'm gonna take care of you. You're not gonna have to worry about nothing. Because I've been down a block where I didn't take care of them, and I lost good guys because I didn't take care of them like I needed to, you know. This business is so much more than about money and revenue. I can only tell you because I'm learning from experience, you know, where you know, on the broker side, it's about money. Brokers, it's about money, negotiation. See, when I was a broker, I didn't have any overhead. I didn't have to pay anybody. Anybody I paid, they worked off commission. I had my assistant, you know, I paid or whatever, but that wasn't a big deal. I didn't have to pay fuel. I was just talking about this in my broker training Yes, Craig, relationships, honey. I was just talking about this in my broker training this morning. As a broker, you don't have fuel, you don't have driver pay, you don't got to worry about trucks breaking down. All that expenses you don't worry about. You know what I'm saying? So as a broker, you basically focused on the money. That's your focus. You come over to the truck side, it's a totally different beast. Even as a trucking dispatcher, when you don't own that truck, you take some, you come around a little bit, but you don't come around fully until you own the truck and you're playing every single day in the operation of the truck. You know, by me managing your trucking company is not helping you. It doesn't help you to the potential that it could help you. Like my franchise people, I'm going to be telling them, you sign people up for 60 days. Don't manage anybody longer than 60 days because you're hurting. You're not helping them. You're hurting them. You're not helping them. You're hurting them. Unless you guys have some type of agreement, which I'll talk to them about that. But anyway, when you're in it every single day, operational, you have a respect like none other, and you learn like nothing else, and it becomes more than just money. It's not just about money. If you run your company just on money, looking for money, where's the money, when's the money coming, money, 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 um it's not good. You're gonna get so many hits and so many losses. You're gonna lose drivers, you're gonna lose relationships, you're gonna lose stuff. I'm talking from experience, not I'm talking about what I know, not what I think. One of my friends was telling me, Elena, you are the type of person that somebody can tell you something, but you have to go through it. So true. I'm an experienced type of person. Ever since I was a teenager, I was very rebellious. I want to experience it myself. Then once I experience it, okay, you tell me, but I might be able to defy the odds. Let me see if I can defy the odds. Honey, listen to me. Trucking is no joke. It's treacherous. Um, Yes, Mr. Craig, a strong foundation is the key. Exactly. Trucking is treacherous. It's a treacherous industry, and you got to be strong to survive. Bottom line, one of my clients emailed me this morning that they were exiting, they were closing up shop, and I mean, I could do nothing but respect her. I didn't go through and try to tell her, don't do it, this and that, keep going, da 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 da. I respect your decision. I'm not going to say that you're weak. I'm going to say that you're strong. You've learned a lot because to survive this for 5 years and been in this for 5 years, you have learned a lot. And with that, you take it and you go and you grow and you do what you do. And the lessons that you learn here is like a big university. I'm telling you, we all got doctorate degrees. If you own a truck, honey, you got a doctorate degree. It's like nothing else. It doesn't get any harder in this industry, and it doesn't get any better. It's the best part. As long as I brokered, as long as I dispatched, my favorite part is the ownership of a truck, is owning of a trucking company, is doing all of it. I absolutely love it. I love it. Even with the losses, I got a strawberry load right now. I think I told you guys I'm probably gonna have like a $75,000 hit on it. I was managing one of my clients' trucks. You know what I'm saying? It's a long story, but I'm pretty sure that claim is about to come my way. But I'm not giving up. Like, I'm not throwing in the towel. This isn't an Elena throwing in the towel type of video. This is I'm about to regroup, restructure, redo it. Get rid of some things, get out of some entanglements, figure some things out. I don't want to run anybody else's truck unless I can look out the window and see it. It's different if I can't look out the window and see my own truck. I don't have nobody to report to but me. But if I can't look out the window and see your truck, I don't want it. I just, that's just it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I had a question. I forget who asked it a long time ago. You asked about the industry and the rates and things like that. The market. The market is the market. Don't wait for rates to go up to jump in. Like, it doesn't really matter. No, Craig, I don't work with hot shots. Not myself personally. Um, I don't really pay attention to the market and rate systems and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I was going through that in my training this morning too. Rate systems are only as good as the people who actually put in for the rates. You know what I'm saying? It's like statistics, numbers play around, you know. Um it is. Thank you, Miss Vesta. I'm keeping my faith, honey. I'm keeping my faith. I'm keeping my faith. I am keeping my faith. It's so funny you said that. When I was getting off the truck yesterday, the driver was like, "You go in there and you stand strong. Don't run from anybody. Don't run from anything, and you stand strong." I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'm just gonna stand strong. My business failed. We failed you as a client. We failed you, and I'm sorry. This is what it is. And this is how I can remedy it. I can't put 8,000 miles back on the truck, and I failed you, and I know I failed you. Lately, probably within the last 2 months, we failed a lot of people, and I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But we're digging our way out. We're making our way out, and sooner or later, these videos are gonna be back to normal, cheerily, normal, cheerful. This is how, you know what I'm saying. Sooner or later, they're gonna be back. I can't hide from the YouTube video, people. Though I can't stop making YouTubes, because I mean, like, this is my therapy. You guys are my following. You guys love me, no matter who doesn't love me. Maybe until you become a client, then you're like, I don't know. But if you just stick with training with us, you'll be fine. If you stick with training, you're okay. Just stick with training, stick with setups, you're good. All that other management stuff, we're out of the business. But we will help you manage your truck. We'll help you manage your truck, or not manage it. We'll train you. We'll train you on what you need to do. We have support programs where we'll help you, mentoring and things like that. So you don't feel like you're out there by yourself. Getting back to the market and the rates. So, it just depends. It depends on where you run your truck to, depends on how you run your truck. It depends on what type of freight you're taking, what type of commodity you're taking, what type of trailer you're running. It's hits, the freight trucking, they're down, they're down seasons, but at the same time, the down season shouldn't affect you too much. If you know how to strategically run the truck, if you have your drivers in place, you know what I'm saying? If you, like, I can run a trucking company, honey. Now that I can do. I can run a trucking company. I can make money. I can dispatch a truck. I can broker a truck. I can do all of that in my sleep. My trucks produce the type of money, I can't stop the expenses. I can't stop the losses. I can't stop the hits. I can't stop a truck breaking down that's costing $11,000 to get fixed. I can't stop another truck breaking down costing $9,000 to get fixed. That type of stuff I can't stop because I have no control over it, But when it comes to the revenue and bringing it in and knowing how to run it, knowing how to do all that, I know how to do that, honey. That I can do. I might not can do everything else, but that part I can do. So anyway, that is that. That is that. That is that, YouTube. Are there any other questions before I close out? All right. If there's not, thank you guys very much. That's what I want to say. So I have a dispatch class coming up June 28th, June 29th. It's a Saturday and Sunday weekend class next weekend. It's going to be dispatching and it's going to be brokering. And I'm not gonna lie, I have 2 trucks broke down right now that need to get fixed. I am doing my training next week, only next week. Dispatching is gonna be $500. It's a virtual video conference class, and $500. And I already have a few people in the class. This will be one time, honey, one time. I'm gonna be doing dispatching training for $500. And I'm gonna train the class myself. It'll be next weekend. It'll be Saturday and Sunday next weekend. And shoot me an email. I'll give you the details. Info, info at thetheekm.com. Info, info at thetheekm.com. I'm not ashamed to say I got a truck broke down, $11,000 to get fixed in Colorado. and it's crazy, and it's my truck. It's not a managed truck. Like, this is my for real truck, and so I don't have any other choice but to for real get it fixed. So any training anybody signs up for, anything anybody signs up for, is going to a good cause right about now. A driver that needs a truck to drive, and a little lady in Kansas City, Raytown, Missouri, that has a truck payment and has a truck that needs to get on the road, get back on the road. Anyway, I thank you guys very, very much for listening to me rant, and for being just a part of the whole YouTube family. It's exciting. In October, I'm going to be looking at having a trucking conference, and I'll get back on and tell you guys about it. Also, send me an email if you want to be a part of our email distribution list. Info, at the THEEKM.com. Info at the THEEKM.com. On the email distribution list, I'll be sending out like a little blog or something, once a week, some type of educational material about trucking, as well as, of course, discounts on our training and all those things. With the trucks broke down and giving people back their trucks, now I'm gonna come on over here and focus on my training, baby. That's the thing about being a business owner. You can give birth and get pregnant anytime. If you got it, you give birth, you take care of those babies, you make sure those babies are fed. I will say I neglected my truck baby. My trucking company is Missouri Haulers, and a lot of ways I neglected her, but I'm trying to get back in there and make her strong again. Not again, just make her strong, build her up, and let her know, you know what? You, MOH, you're just as important as EKM. I want you to know that. Anyway, I thank you guys, and I love you guys. Shoot me an email if you want any type of training, consultation, anything like that. Go to our website, www.thetheekm.com. Get your little butt in that training next weekend for $500 if you're able to. I guarantee you it's cheap. I'll never do it cheap like that probably again, and it'll be a good class. All right. Thank you, guys. Craig, thank you for all your content, your information today, and thank you, Ms. Vesta, for your encouraging words all the time. I'll talk